What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today, as you can clearly tell by my voice, I am still trying to recover from being sick, but I wanted to at least make this a little bit of a news video because I have been absent the last couple of days. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you didn't see my post on Facebook. On Wednesday, my time, Japan, I found out that actually my dog back in the States, her name was Lily, passed away unexpectedly. Everything from internal bleeding to, she had a couple of tumors that had just been, secretly hidden behind certain body parts. And when they finally were able to do another x-ray, they were able to see those, and she could just barely walk. And, as much as we don't like, getting rid of a family member, obviously she was just in way too much pain. So as sad as it was, unfortunately, it was better that, we put her down. So, I hope I put up a quick picture real quick just to show you what she looked like. I wish you all could have met her. She was an amazing dog. Bit of a spoiled dog, but hey, my family, we always spoil our dogs like no tomorrow. So we never regret it. And I hope that she had a good life. And I hope that she has seen my other two dogs up there, wherever she may be. So, and then second, obviously, right after I found out that news, and then the next morning, I ended up getting, part of the flu from, obviously I work at a school, so kids get sick all the time, and teachers are getting sick and everything, and I was just like, okay, something's gonna hit me. And this hit me last year, this hit me the year before that, where I get sick, I get really sick for one day, and then I just have to recover. So if I don't have a video out for Saturday night Japan time, it's simply because, I'm still trying to recover a little bit, but I want to at least get this out because I've been drinking all this Pocari Sweat all day and everything like that. If you've been to Japan, you know exactly what this drink is, and hopefully I can just do this. So let's get quickly into it before I lose my voice again. It already sounds a little groggy, I can tell. So, but basically, this is going to be a huge info update for the part 2 of the year 3 anniversary. There's a bunch of stuff coming next week because next week is going to be technically the middle of February, and so it's almost been over a week now since the banner came out with the LRs, and man, those rates are still trash. I posted a little thing on Twitter about why they pretty much are trash. They've added just in a lot more cards, a lot more unfeatured SSRs, a lot more rebirth cards, and just overall the rates have been really crappy. So it'd be interesting to see what happens as we go forward. Are they gonna really be able to bring the hype when it comes to some of these cards? Because if they don't, and even the Japanese players, even those big whales are not going to go in for certain cards unless they are either really hype or they have really good rates. And yeah, I'm just saying, be careful, Bandai, because I can tell you right now, if it weren't for year 3, I probably would not be going for these guys. So I mean, I've skipped all other LR banners when it comes to that. So just I hope they're prepared for that. I don't think just because there's an L on it justifies the fact that they should be lowering these rates or putting more cards in, essentially, because they're technically not lowering the rates. It's just that by putting more cards in, you technically do lower the rates. You get a lot more crap pulls and everything like that. You gotta be super lucky. So yeah, we'll just have to see what's going on. But anyway, so there's a lot of news that's coming around, and the big one, the first one to come out right now, is that Gohan is getting his EZA Awakening, his Extreme Z Awakening. So that is coming, it says, in the middle of February. So let's go ahead and translate this here. So basically, prepare for the Z battle is coming. Son Gohan in his youth got Z Awakening. Okay, so it says time to power this guy up, and he's gonna have an explosive battle. And it seems like we're gonna be able to obviously do the exact same thing that we've done in the past with the Extreme Z Awakening. Now, according to this, real quick, is that it says that, okay, Son Gohan from the story event. Okay, so first you gotta get him from the story event right here, and then it's called the Terrifying Time on Namek is coming, and then it says Z Batulu ni. And then it says Gohan will make his debut. Sare ni evento clear o. So by the time you clear the event, you're gonna not only get orbs, but you're also gonna get these Grand Kais, the STR Grand Kais, which makes sense. This is actually really nice because what this means is that if you can beat it up, obviously if you can beat all of this, because I'm going to get into how or what event or what category is going to be required, at least based on this knowledge right here, to take him, to finish the events and everything. If you have done this already, actually, and plus with the STR Grand Kais, because remember the Grand Kais only increase the SA level of the type, not just any SA, but the type SA. So any kind of STR Grand Kai only goes to STR type cards. Tech, agility, and the same thing. Okay, but basically what this means though is that from the free ones that we've been getting from like hitting the top of the year store, I'm actually surprised we haven't hit the top of the iTunes store. We maybe will once this guy gets his EZA Awakening, a total free game in-game card like this. I think it definitely pours some stuff in. We'll have to see. But but we've been getting a lot of STR Grand Kai, so if you have those guys, I would actually urge you to hold on to them, because you'll get about 10 from this event if you can beat it, and of course I'll be going over how to beat it when the event comes out next week. But basically, if you're able to hold on to all these guys, or maybe you take some of those year 3 coins, if you have, I haven't been spending any of them. I've been waiting actually until probably the end of the celebration near the beginning of March. But I'm saving up all my coins that we've been getting, those year 3 coins. And if you go to the Baba shop, you can actually buy some of those Grand Kais, so STR, Attack, or whatever you have to do. So if you have a few to spare that you want to save those and grab those STR ones, because we already have Gohan at SA10 because he's free. Get him to SA15 with taking only 5 of those guys, unless you truly want to, just train up another one. But I'm personally just going to use 5 of those guys, because we'll get about 10 to 15 usually, just like any STR event, or Extreme Z Awakening. And then hold on to those, plus the ones from the Baba shop and the ones that we've been given, and you'll actually easily be able to up the SA of the LR Vegito, the strength one. JP, we still have it only at UR. Global, you have it at TUR right now. But JP, if we get this at the second part of the anniversary, maybe get his TUR form, and then eventually down the road in March or May or something like that, we get him up to his LR form, keep those Grand Kais, because what you do is once you get him up to LR, you don't have to worry about trying to farm up another one, trying to get those medals. They'll give it to us if you want to, and if you don't want to use those Grand Kais, by all means, but if you don't want to do that, you've got 10 sitting right there. You can give them to SA10, and boom, we're already going to have all the paths unlocked eventually. Like I said though, JP, we're still only at 1 dupe and only 21 medals. We cannot awaken the guy to TUR yet, but nonetheless, it will be cool. So that's just something to keep. That's something I did think about. I was like, okay, I'm gonna save a lot of these STR Grand Kais, and then by the time LR Vegeta Blue comes out, boom, get him up to SA20, because we can already farm his SA up to 10 just from the Vegito event. So yeah. And then right here it says Nigatsu and then Chu, if Chu or Naka means in the middle, so the middle of February. So that generally is going to either say next week, maybe around Thursday time, or the week after. I think it's personally going to be next week on Thursday, so that is the 15th. Yeah, because Valentine's Day is on the 14th, so which is Wednesday, I believe. So the 15th would be Thursday, give or take, because usually, again, Thursdays when stuff comes out. I could be wrong. It could be Friday. It could be Saturday next week. I'm not really sure. But then again, it's by next week, the week after that, at the very latest, we will have the EZA Awakening, okay? So obviously that will be in that, EZA part. Gohan, again, you get from the story. All of us should pretty much have them. I'm not surprised if we don't, so. But yeah, so, you got a ways. You got a little time. But, he's a free unit. He's a free SA15 EZA guy, Rainbow, the whole 9 yards. He's going to make in-game strength amazing. And then once LR Vegeta Blue comes, I can't wait to see what that team does, so yeah. Also, this week is the weekend again, so obviously we're gonna have all the Orb events back for the weekend. You can go into each one once on Saturday, once on Sunday, get a ton of Orbs. Love these stages. I wish these were around every single weekend, but hey, to have it around for the entire month of the year 3 celebration, I am totally all for it. Saving up those Orbs, agility. I'm saving up my agility Orbs. I have a feeling hopefully we are gonna get some kind of new a Dokkan exclusive AGL card, hopefully within March or April would be my guess. So I'm saving up all those AGLs, or at least I'll be able to use them against with my LRTN if we have a world tournament. That's one thing I'm actually curious, is that do you think there will be a world tournament when it comes to this year 3 celebration? We had one last year, but this year we don't seem to have, they didn't have it in the news at least. But like I said before, we're going to get some kind of updated news thing. So I imagine probably by Monday next week, we're going to see something in the news where it's going to say part 2 essentially. And then it's going to show us, like bam, some events, the Extreme Z Awakening, and it might have the world tournament there. I'm not really sure. We'll have to see. I'll definitely stream that though. But we'll have to see. Hopefully we'll get another free Red Dragon Stone like they did last year in the year 2 celebration. Again, we'll have to see, but I can't wait. So anyway, so the Orbs will be back for the weekend, and then obviously they'll be back the weekend after that. Dragon Ball Super information, if anyone has seen this, which came up last week, I believe, basically during the entire month of February for the Dragon Ball Super episodes, generally beforehand, it was between 8:30 Japan time and 9:30 Japan time that you logged in during the show, and you got 2 Dragon Stones. Now it's simply from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., so this gives you a larger window to collect those same 2 Dragon Stones. Nothing special there. We've seen this before, so collect those 2 Dragon Stones by all means. Again, maybe we'll hit the top store again, or #1 spot in the store again. Hard to say, but we'll have to see. And then the last 2 things to go over real quick before we sign off here, because I can definitely tell my voice is going, is if you scroll all the way down, or actually, yeah, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom here, the pictures obviously are loading still, as you can clearly see, but at the very bottom, you're going to see this this little mission thing with Trunks and Goten. Now, we had this either last year or last month in January, or it was in December, maybe November. I don't remember the exact date or anything like that. But there is a holiday on Monday this weekend in Japan here. So it's a 3-day weekend here, actually. Perfect time for me to get better. Like I said, hopefully by Monday I'm better at my time, which is the holiday. But if you remember this last year, we had these little missions every day where it was Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And it was like log in, use 20 act, or use 30 act, use 60 act, 90 act, 120 act. And basically in total for that day, you got around 5 stones, give or take. It was either 5 or 15. I don't remember exactly. This is 15 in total. But if I clearly, I think it was 5 stones per day the more I think about it now. So a total of 15. So you basically get an extra 5 stones. Because technically right now, if you're just doing one account, you get 5 stones per day. You get 3 stones for logging in, 1 stone for doing the little Twitter line campaign thing, and then you get 1 stone for completing the daily missions essentially. Okay, so that's 5 stones right there. Plus you get 5 stones just from doing this right there. So you'll get it together, and then you'll get basically 10 stones a day. So that's 10, 20, 30. It's about 30 stones right there. And we're about to actually hit the last of using the total act. If you got your Kais in your presents today, or in your gift box essentially, we have been going hard in terms of the act campaign, you know, using a ton of act essentially, or stamina I think it is for global. But basically JP, and this is only for JP because this is the year 3 celebration. Global, you'll get this when year 3 comes for you guys, which will be in July. But basically, we have gotten all the way down to like 170 million, or like maybe it's 170 billion or something. I don't remember exactly. But basically, in fact, actually, I think it is 1.7 billion actives or something like that. But basically, we've hit 1.7. We've got until Tuesday to get the rest of. It's up to 2 million as the last one, and we'll get 30 stones for that right there. If you want to know exactly what it is, just go into the Twitter page of the Dokkan battle, and you can just scroll down. You'll find the picture of Parunga where he is, you know, it's the act and all that kind of stuff. So it's not this campaign thing. We got this done a long time ago. But basically, you'll see, you can go onto their website, or you just simply Google Dokkan JP, and you'll be able to find it just by clicking around a little bit. And you'll find it, and you'll see that we've hit all the points except for the last one, which is 2 billion act, I believe. And then, or maybe it's 200 again. Little still sick still, but basically you'll see that, oh, we just need to do that by this Thursday, or by this Tuesday Japan time, and boom, we'll get 30 stones right there. Not to mention saving up another 30 stones. That's a free multi right there by the end of the weekend if you save your stones. So that's pretty cool. And again, if we hit the top of the store, then maybe we'll get something else. I'm not really sure. So yeah. But yeah, other than that, guys, though, that's pretty much it in terms of the news. We should be able to see again the EZA Gohan stuff probably be data mined here, probably by next week, and then by Thursday or Friday, my guess, next week, we'll be getting that, because again, that will be the middle of it. Expect probably a lot of information on Valentine's Day. They did this last year where we got like that waifu banner where they got some of those, you know, those Valentine cards during the year 3 anniversary, and then, or year 2 anniversary, and then obviously we'll probably get some kind of world tournament, maybe a free red dragon stone in there. Gotta get my second dupe cell right there, so I don't have to pull for him anymore, but hopefully Cell's Extreme Z Awakening comes later in March. That'd be really awesome. But yeah, and then, oh, real quickly, I completely forgot to talk about this real quick. If with the Extreme Z Awakening with the Gohan here, it seems like the Namek Saga category will be the way to take him down. The only downside of this is that there's not much to the Namek Saga category. If you actually just go into the category here and you go to Namek right here, there's not much. There really isn't. There's no clear defined you know, leader or anything like that. There is no, you know, nothing. So I mean, you've got like LR Frieza, you've got full powered Frieza, you got the EZA Gohan and stuff like that. So I don't know what they're really gonna do. I really don't know. So hopefully something, a little more details will come. I'm assuming again, Extreme AGL probably will be another way to take him down. I mean, like any old Extreme Z Awakening thing has always been, you have a type to take him down, and you have a category to take him down. Category being the easiest, type being the second, and then, you know, after that you have to just, yeah, you gotta be pretty good at it, I guess. You know, like when they had Brawly, I personally defeated with all AGL units. I did, but what you can do is you can take some of these guys from the category at least, put them into your type team, and then go from there. So for example, taking like an AGL Goten, taking an LR Goten and Trunks friend and stuff like that, they had the category, you know, in them, so that when you took them into the EZA battle and stuff like that, you could use that ability right there, and you're basically good to go. So for this personally, if it is going to be Extreme AGL, I'm just taking a wild guess again. Well, unfortunately, that's not really going to work. But again, maybe if it's not, maybe if it's physical, or maybe if it's something else. Again, just bring some EZA guys into that team personally if you can, at least. Make the team however you can, and boom, you're good to go. Just make sure they get attacked and not someone else. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as always. Leave a like if you like the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. Again, I'm going to be trying to get over this flu. I'll try to do videos tomorrow if I possibly can, but I need to rest as well. It's better for me to rest and then do more videos instead of try to do a video a bunch of times and then also try to rest, and then it just kills my voice. So anyway, I hope you guys understand. Thank you for understanding about, you know, my family, member of my family passing away and getting sick and all that. So you guys are awesome as always, and until next time, everyone, I will see you all in the next one.